In 2025, cars are more high-tech and feature-packed than ever, but not all brands are created equal. Whether it's constant recalls, outdated tech, or just bad engineering, buying the wrong brand could cost you thousands over time. This list isn't just opinion, it's backed by owner reports, mechanic insights, and long-term dependability data. So before you sign on that dotted line, make sure you're not buying a regret on wheels. Today, we're exposing 7 car brands you should think twice about in 2025, even if the price looks tempting. Let's dive in. Jeep. Jeep has the off-road image, but that doesn't mean it holds up under pressure. It's the classic case of style over substance, with long-standing issues in reliability and build quality. If you're thinking of daily driving a Wrangler or a Compass, think again. You might spend more time at the service center than on the road. While Jeep engines sound powerful on paper, they're often plagued by transmission issues and inconsistent power delivery. Trail-rated or not, many Jeeps feel underdeveloped for daily use. Their rugged heritage doesn't excuse weak mechanical longevity. Yes, they look cool, but don't let the aggressive grills and lifted stance fool you. Panels often misalign, paint chips early, and some models suffer water leaks during heavy rain. There's flash, but not enough functional durability behind the looks. What should be a tank often ends up acting like a tin can. Jeep interiors are a mix of outdated plastic, creaky panels, and subpar fit and finish. Infotainment systems are slow or buggy, and small screen base models feel years behind rivals. Cabin noise is excessive at highway speeds, and long drives quickly become tiring. It's an SUV inside, but it feels like an afterthought. High repair rates, terrible resale, and frustrating quirks turn Jeep ownership into a chore. It's proof that rugged branding doesn't equal real-world dependability. Unless you're buying it as a weekend toy, steer clear. There are far better built SUVs in 2025. Mitsubishi. Once a major player, Mitsubishi has faded, and not in a good way. With a limited lineup and aging platforms, they're struggling to stay competitive. Their cars often feel like leftovers from a decade ago. And long-term reliability? Questionable at best. Engines are loud, sluggish, and often underpowered compared to the competition. Ride quality feels unrefined and outdated, lacking modern suspension tuning. Acceleration is lethargic, making even routine driving dull. The styling is hit or miss, with some models looking aggressively sharp but lacking substance underneath. Cheap materials are visible on close inspection. Think thin metal and low-quality trim. Gaps between panels are common, and doors feel flimsy. These vehicles just don't feel solid when you walk up to them. Mitsubishi interiors are basic to the point of boring, lacking personality and refinement. Seats are uncomfortable on long drives. Tech is minimal, and the fit and finish is way behind rivals. Even the new Outlander struggles to justify its price tag once you step inside. Hard plastics dominate, and cabin aging happens fast. Even if you save a few bucks up front, you'll likely lose on resale, comfort, and mechanical dependability. They simply don't compete in today's crowded market. Unless Mitsubishi turns it around soon, it's best to skip it. Your future self will thank you. Land Rover. Land Rover might make some of the most gorgeous SUVs on the market, but they're also some of the least reliable. These vehicles are known for problems that start early and often. Ask any mechanic. Land Rover equals high maintenance. Yes, they drive smooth and powerful when they're working properly. Electronic suspension systems and supercharged engines are notorious for failing prematurely. Dashboard lights become a common sight within just a few years. It's a luxury ride with a high likelihood of service interruptions. Stunning, yes, but form sometimes beats function. Tiny quirks like fragile trim and inconsistent panel gaps are too common. Complex door handles, retractable features, and sensors often stop working. And let's not forget, they cost a fortune to fix. Inside, they ooze class, but don't always deliver quality. Infotainment systems are frequently buggy, and seat controls break far too often for luxury. Leather wears quickly, and fit and finish issues are reported even in new models. You're paying for a luxury feel, but not luxury durability. Land Rover is luxury for people who love service appointments. It might wow your neighbors, but long-term costs and reliability will wear you down fast. Not to mention resale drops fast once the warranty ends. Beautiful to look at, brutal to own. Chrysler. Chrysler's lineup is smaller than ever, and unfortunately, so is the confidence in their long-term quality. Their few remaining models are plagued by dated platforms and reliability concerns. There's little innovation, and buyers often feel stuck with poor resale. It's a brand coasting on name recognition. The acceleration feels underwhelming, and drive quality is uneven. These cars feel like they haven't evolved in years. Design-wise, Chrysler vehicles look clean but uninspired. The 300 looks nearly the same as it did a decade ago. Fit and finish are inconsistent, with visible gaps and flimsy trim. They blend in, but not in a good way. Interiors are roomy, but outdated. Materials feel a step behind, and infotainment lacks the polish found in competitors. Control layouts feel clunky, and long-term wear shows up quickly. It's not a bad place to sit, just not one built to last. Chrysler has been on life support for years. While some models have fans, long-term confidence is just not there. With better options in nearly every category, it's hard to recommend in 2025. Why settle for a brand that's barely surviving? Nissan. Once a go-to for reliable sedans and SUVs, Nissan has taken a sharp turn, and not the good kind. Many of their models are now plagued by weak transmissions and uninspired design. Their reputation for long-term quality has faded, replaced with caution from buyers and mechanics alike. In 2025, Nissan feels more like a gamble than a solid pick. CVTs across the lineup continue to be a major reliability headache, especially in models like the Altima and Rogue. It's performance that does the bare minimum, and barely. Nissan design is polarizing, aggressive front ends, but with a cheap feel underneath. Trim and body panels often feel thin, and paint durability has been criticized. Even their newer models show signs of cost-cutting upon close inspection. Flashy design, but it doesn't hold up with time. The cabin design feels behind the times. Cheap plastics, noisy ride quality, and slow infotainment are common gripes. Rear seat comfort is often lacking, and tech features feel like afterthoughts. You'll find better materials and layouts in rivals at the same price. Even upgraded trims can't hide the aging architecture. Between poor resale, transmission failures, and lackluster upgrades, Nissan has lost its edge. You'll likely spend more fixing a Nissan than enjoying it long-term. It's a shame, because the brand once stood for value and durability. Now, it mostly stands for disappointment. Alfa Romeo, Italian flair, thrilling design, and a reputation for frustrating reliability. Alfa Romeo wins hearts with looks, but loses them with maintenance costs and erratic quality. It's the brand mechanics love, because they get so much business from it. In 2025, it still hasn't shaken its shaky past. Alfa vehicles like the Giulia and Stelvio handle wonderfully when they're working. Electronic issues and drivetrain gremlins show up early and often. They drive like a dream, but brake like a nightmare. Sleek, aggressive, and sculpted to stand out, Alfa Romeo makes some of the best-looking cars on the road. But with that beauty comes fragility. Paint chips easily, trim fades, and sensors often fail without warning. They're eye candy, but they rot your wallet. Cabins are elegant with a mix of leather and high-gloss materials, but build quality is hit or miss. Infotainment glitches, rattling panels, and unreliable switches are frequent complaints. For a premium price, the long-term interior durability just doesn't hold up. Looks can be deceiving and costly. It's a passion purchase, and sometimes passion breaks your bank. Unless you have a backup ride and budget, Alfa Romeo is too risky to daily. There are more reliable ways to feel fancy in 2025. This brand's romance fades fast. Dodge. Dodge is famous for muscle and attitude, but daily reliability isn't part of the package. Even as Stellantis pours money into EVs and redesigns, Dodge's aging lineup still struggles with basic quality. From engine knock to suspension wear, issues show up early and often. In 2025, it's one of the riskiest American brands to buy. Transmission failures and electronic gremlins continue to plague models like the Charger and Durango. Performance is there, but so are the pitfalls. Bold, aggressive, and unmistakably Dodge, the cars look mean. But aging designs and quality issues show through on close inspection. Paint fade, poorly fitted panels, and trim durability are common issues. These cars may look ready for battle, but they're not built for the long haul. Interiors feel basic and old school, even in higher trims. Infotainment is okay, but build quality and material choices fall short. Cabin noise and comfort lag behind competitors, and wear and tear shows early. Dodge interiors haven't evolved enough for 2025 expectations. Dodge offers raw power, but little polish, and even less reliability. If you're not into constant maintenance and depreciation, look elsewhere. Cool image, painful ownership. Think twice before committing. These brands are the biggest reliability red flags in 2025. Jeep and Nissan continue to struggle with transmission failures. Mitsubishi and Chrysler are weighed down by poor build quality and weak resale value. Land Rover may look like luxury, but it breaks down often and expensively. Alfa Romeo brings style, but not staying power. And Dodge? All muscle, but with maintenance nightmares. High repair costs, low dependability, these are brands you want to think twice about. Which car brand do you think is the most overrated right now? Drop it in the comments below. If this list saved you from a bad buy, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We drop hard-hitting car advice every week. No fluff, no fanboy talk, just facts. Want to see a follow-up with the most reliable brands of 2025? Comment part 2, and we'll make it happen. Buying a car is one of the biggest investments you'll make. Don't let a flashy badge or clever ad convince you to ignore the warning signs. These 7 brands carry serious red flags in 2025, and owning one could mean more stress than satisfaction. You deserve better. So shop smart, stay informed, and we'll catch you in the next one.